Okay, we're almost live. Oh, there we go. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Wait to see if anyone watches. It does tell me like the restream, like if one person's watching on YouTube and one person's watching on Facebook, it just like you can see from both platforms if anyone's watching. So
Nice.
yeah, we can tell that if it happens at all.
Oh, that's nice. Hi, everybody. Hi.
So kind of had a um so today the local comic shop put up some stuff. Well, actually, I did it for them because they're not that technically
Yeah,
savvy. I'm going to deal with them. I told you about that.
right.
But the pricing got all weird from like US to Canada, and it didn't like when I typed it in, it was fine. But then when I made it go live, it like changed all the prices to the US. But then when you changed back the filter, it didn't. I don't know, it didn't make sense. So I'm like,
Mm.
I was doing that for trying to figure that out for like an hour, and then I think we got it. There's still a weird thing with decimals, like there's like two or three comics that are like $12, but they list as 11.99. So like I don't know. I have the developers looking into that. It's a weird thing, but um, hello, it's Matt from Yousellcomics and Josh from the universe.
The internet.
Today we're doing a live auction again this week with let's see what do we got today. Last Ronin first print, Venom Lethal Protector 1, New Mutants 40 classic cover of Cap and Magneto. Um, First appearance of Black Tom Cassidy, X-Men 99, and X Factor 10 variant. Um, with a possible death of someone. That actually just came out, so I'm not gonna like. It leads to the trial of Magneto, which is a big series event, but which is coming in August, which everyone seems to know about. So but this is the variant, so people seem to be trying to get a hold of that. Yeah, so those go live in about 11 minutes. They're just an hour auction today. Last week we did 10-minute, like one auction every 10 minutes. This week we're just doing 6 for an hour while we stream today. Um,
Big boys.
I thought today we might go through how to, if you're a seller on the, sign up to be a seller on the platform, how to list a comic. It's a little bit different than eBay and, well, Instagram, obviously, and Facebook, where you just put it in a post. But um, yeah, so we'll do that today. If anyone has any questions, by all means, put them in the chat, and we'll respond. I'll probably respond, not Josh so much. It depends on what it is, but yeah. Okay, so if you sign up as a seller, the first thing you're going to see is a seller dashboard. So you're going to click on the account up at the top right, go to your dashboard. You're going to click on comics. I'm going to add a new one. Now we do have a bulk upload option for people who have already set up their store somewhere else, like other platforms like eBay and Comics lets you export your store list. So this is where you would do that for here to upload your store list to us. If you want to switch platforms, they do have a default Excel file on the site for download, so it can match all the categories we have, because obviously our categories are different and more tailored to comics than just eBay, where it's they try and put a lot of stuff in eBay, but it doesn't always fit. So yeah, so that's where you do that for the bulk upload. But if you're just doing a single issue, or a collection or an omni or a graded, you would come to your comics here. You click Add New, and here you would choose whether you want to do it a buy it now comics, just like a set price, and if you want to do an auction, you choose that. But today we're just going to do a buy it now. Let's see. There's a couple comics I haven't uploaded yet, so let's pick one here. Oh, let's see, what's this one? This is Thor number 5, second print wraparound variant, I think. Okay, let's just do that. So So Thor number 5, second point, wrap around variant.
Oof. A lot of people on that cover.
Oh yeah, it's a great cover. That's why I bought it. That's $5.99. So then you're gonna go to your uploads. Upload that. Now you can select all at once if you needed to do, say you're gonna do a bunch, or you uploaded a bunch that day, or you took pictures of a bunch that day. You could just upload them all to your gallery at once. You don't have to just do one at a time. So we'll click that for now though. There isn't the limit on file size is 128 megs. So it can be pretty high res pictures, and for now we have unlimited space for our users until yeah, until that becomes a problem. But for now it's unlimited space. Okay, so that came up, so we select that. Now, if you ever wanted to add more pictures to the listing, you can, like the inside cover, back cover, if there's like spine text or whatever you want to show the customer, you can actually just add a bunch at once by holding down Control on your keyboard and adding them with the check marks. And then it will add them all at once. But we only have the cover today.
Very handy, by the way. Very handy.
Yeah, when we first started working on the site, that was the thing that I wanted to make sure that you could do that. Like, it's kind of a pain, right, to just do one at a time. So yeah, so you can just do Control Select, like anything on when you're doing it just in Windows, it works like that too, right? So it felt
Right.
like it was kind of it should be an easy thing transition.
Yes.
Oh, you can also set a sale price. So say you put it for $10, it doesn't sell for a week. You can schedule a sale price for like a weekend sale or something, or you put in, so it's $3.99, and you schedule it for, from this day to this day it's going to be on sale. And then when they happen to go to that page, it'll show the regular price, and then it'll show you the sale price for that weekend. We're not going to do that today, so just leave that for now. You can put in a subtitle like everyone on the cover ever. Description, like if who wrote it, who's the cover artist, etc., etc. And then down here, you can add your stock, how many you have, if you're going to allow back order or not. Some stores will take back orders for some local comic shops. Will take back orders for omnis and stuff like that. So you could do that if you want. I do like this, the sold individually. So if you have more than 5, or if you have more than 1, sorry, and it's a relatively hot book, you can limit 1 per customer. Not like PlayStation or Xbox did for Xboxes, or AMD, Nvidia selling video cards. So you can limit 1 per customer, and or to make sure no one grabs them all at once. I will say I tried that on a different site once for a Daredevil 25. I tried to order 5 variants, and I didn't get any of them. So
Wow.
shipping is going to be, you can change what your shipping is here than your default. If you have, like, if this is an omni and it costs more to ship than regular book, you can do that. Taxes will, if you happen to be at the point where you're charging HST or in your country, like Canada, or if you're in a state with local taxes, our site, if you choose to enable taxes, our site geolocates where your address is for what tax your state is, so it automatically adds that to the end of the transaction.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. So estimated grade today would be, say it's near mint minus, near mint plus, which is 9.4, 9.6. Publisher for searching Marvel. Linked is, so we also have this option where anything you've already listed, you can cross-link it to or upsell it. So do I have any other Thor? I do have Thor. So I already have previously listed some Thor books, Thor trade paperbacks, Thor God of Thunder 1 by Jason Aaron, Thor 11 Alien variant. you can add those as an upsell or a cross sell. So say you have two copies of X-Men #1, and one's, a very fine grade and the other one's a near mint. Some people will look for a fine grade because they can afford that, but they might not know you have also a near mint for sale. So you can put
Sure.
that as an upsell. So when they go to check out, it'll say like, hey, you might be interested in this. It's $10,000 more, but it's available. Or a cross sell where um, you might think the customer is interested in Thor things because he bought a Thor comic book. Here's some other Thor books that we have that might be related to the book you're buying. So that is an option. And then you can put purchase notes or on the item itself. Custom ordering position isn't really a thing for our site. It's just kind of built in the platform by default, but I don't think it's currently
No.
enabled. So yeah, so then you would just hit, oh, then you just hit submit. You could save it as a draft for later if you wanted to. We hit submit. It'll chime in your ear.
Hmm.
And it will tell you at the top. See, it's green now and published. So if we go to our store, it should be listed here. I'm wrong. And there it is right there.
Yeah, for what it's worth, I did get a email notification regarding
Oh,
said
right.
comic. So
Yeah,
we
so we
also
did
know that still works.
Josh signed up last week to follow my wife's store. And when you follow a store, whenever they put something new up, it'll give you an email saying like, hey, they put this up, you know, do you want to go check it out and buy it? Sometimes um obviously there's some hot books out there and you want to buy them right away because they sell out quickly. Like if it's, something is killing the children, or um what else is a hot book? Venom used to be a pretty hot book, although Donny Cates' run ended on Venom, so I don't know if the new guy who's taking over, which is the guy who did the Hulk run, I think they swapped. So the guy who was writing Venom, Donny Cates, is moving over to Incredible Hulk, and the guy who was writing Incredible Hulk, I believe, is moving over to Venom. So,
Oh,
but Venom,
crisscross.
yeah, crisscross. Not sure they're wearing their pants backwards, but um,
They might.
yeah. But yeah, so you can get in on those books that go fast if you're keeping track of if you're following your favorite stores. Um, yeah,
Okay.
so $5.99. You can ask a question there about that specific book if you wanted to for the vendor. We do have so for auctions especially, I know on eBay you can do sometimes people will take a best offer. You can, so like if it's listed for this, say it's listed for eight. Oh, sorry, I'll buy it now. Say it's listed for 80, but they'll take a best offer of whatever your offer is. We don't have that feature yet. It's in the plans down the road, but here would be is where you would just ask a question to the like, hey, are you willing to take this for this book? And then you can also add it to your wish list. So if it comes up again, it'll email you and uh, let you know that it's available again. So just show up. The auctions are about to go live right now. So let's take a look. Venom Lethal Protector 1 for a solo series with a variant, not a variant, sorry, a foil cover. In the 90s, foil covers are very in. X-Men 300. A bunch had that um cardstock, sorry, cardstock, like foil shiny thing, very 90s. That's his first solo series. Uh, Pretty close to near mint. It does have, we can zoom in here. It's got a little mark right there, which may or not be cleanable. It probably is, but I didn't say it was. I didn't list it as near mint, gem mint. I listed as near mint, so it'll probably be a 9.6. I would think. There's no spine ticks or anything. This book is pretty popular right now too. Venom's pretty popular. Like I said, like we talked about last week. Um, see about the movie, but
Yeah.
yeah. Let's see what else do we have. That's Ronin #1. Uh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I believe that's Raphael on the cover. Um, I know the story. But I don't want to spoil anything. So maybe I'll just won't leave that for now. Again, another pretty popular book right now. Go to New Mutants 40 with a classic cover of Cap punching Magneto in the face with a shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good. It didn't look like a lot of spine ticks. Could probably use, well, I could definitely use a press and a cleaning, but nice book to have just for the cover. Bid starting at $1. Oh, and now we have X-Men 99 from I think 1976, 76. Yeah. First appearance of Black Tom Cassidy, who is more relevant, I think, in, well, at least the latest iteration of X-Men. He has I don't know how much you know about X-Men now, but um they're on their own like country called Krakoa now, which is like a Krakoa in itself is a mutant that grows. It's an island. It's
Okay.
got its own language. And
Nice.
Black Tom Cassidy can communicate with Krakoa. So they're their own self-governing body now. Um, Magneto, Xavier, like all mutants everywhere. Apocalypse is like on the council. Mr. Sinister is on the government body. Yeah, yeah. It's by Jonathan Hickman. I'm halfway through the run. I'm just about to read their series event X Swords. I liked it. Some people didn't like it. I don't know. I liked it so far.
Hmm.
Mr. Sinister is one of my favorite characters. And so is Apocalypse. So and they're um, Apocalypse is in Excalibur. Like so, along with X Men, of course. There's all these other like side groups like X Force, X Factor, Hellions, Excalibur, and they'll have their own team leaders. Like Excalibur is Kitty Pryde. Wait, sorry, Excalibur's not Kitty Pryde. Excalibur is Elizabeth Braddock, Captain Britain, and
Okay.
which one is? Oh, Marauders. Kitty Pryde leads the Marauders.
Okay.
She's on a ship. She goes around like because for some reason so on Krakoa they have all these teleportation like gateways.
Of
I know that
course.
you're loving this. So they can go pretty much anywhere on the planet where they drop one down that grows out of the ground. But for some reason, Kitty Pryde can't use them because of her phasing ability. So she has to go around on a ship everywhere, like a yeah. I don't know. It's fun.
Good. No,
Yeah.
that's good.
Okay. So
When you invent a whole mutant as a planet, it's
well, it's an island, not a planet.
sorry, an
It's an
island. I
island.
apologize. I'm sorry. I only got lost a little bit there. Tiny bit.
There are some weird so because it's made out of because it's plant based. There's these three weird ground like senior citizen villains. These ladies who are gardeners who yeah I know uh who
I love it.
who are scientists who in one story infiltrate Krakoa to get samples um for the because they're gardeners yeah uh
Okay.
yeah so that was one storyline. um
Huh.
it's been like 70 years, so sometimes it's hard to come up with so many villains like
Some
like senior citizen gardeners. But they do give the X-Men a run for their money, so because they're technology based too, right? So they have like they built their own kind of weird weapons.
Right.
So like I said, if anyone has any questions, by all means, put that in the chat. We'll try and respond.
I think we
Thanks
went
for
to,
watching.
of course, yeah, it's going, it was good. We went to 4, then we went to 3 for a little bit. That was it too.
Let's go. People come in and out. It's fine.
Coming in, checking it out, take a little peek.
So yeah, let's see. I will say there is yeah, so the local comic shop that did upload today put some pretty good stuff up.
Oh,
Some Silver Age Batman. Let's see if we can take a look at that stuff. And I did get a preview of what they're putting up next week. There's a pretty good section of early Daredevil coming, so that should be
oh,
nice.
that's kind of tasty.
Yeah, so there's some Umbrella Academy issues 1 to 6, I think. Some Spider-Man, some Ninja Turtles, Bitterroot, some Maximum Carnage Spider-Man, G.I. Joe and the Transformers. Oh, you'll get a kick out of this. Where is it? Chuck Norris Karate Commandos.
Get out of here with this.
Look at this bad boy. Look at
I
that.
know they existed, but I've never seen one.
Yeah, it's well,
Oh man,
yeah. So
that's
those
some
are
good stuff.
it's from Star Comics, a division of Marvel. Yeah, so those are up. So Batman 66. Again, the weird price. Um,
The colors on that, just the yellow and the black is just so commanding. It's deep.
oh, for some reason I put that up twice. Weird. Oh, I chose the wrong. Okay, I have to fix that. Oh yeah, so here's some Batman 184. Batman: A Lonely Place of Dying Part 5, where Tim Drake puts on the old Robin costume for the first time. Batman 66. Batman Scottish Connection. Oh, it's got some old Lois Lane. Superman's girlfriend Lois Lane was her title. Look at that.
What year was that?
Superman's girlfriend. Oh, it also had they also had a series called Superman's friend Jimmy Olsen, I think. They put up. Let me look.
I was actually just looking at that on the website. That's so funny that you mentioned that. I was literally just looking at that. Yeah, Superman's pal.
Right, Superman's pal, Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Crazy that at the one comic that I was looking at earlier, and it's randomly brought up. That's crazy.
Some Scrooge. Uncle Scrooge from Disney Comics. Underdog #1.
There's some of these. Okay, so on the first result of Jimmy Olsen, Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, number 88.
Mm-hmm.
The cover is, from what it looks like, is red-haired Jimmy Olsen playing not the guitar or something, and
Oh,
then
I think I know which one you mean.
Superman is dancing, swinging for the most part, and the what it says is on the front, "Cool it, Big Daddy. The gang's waiting to see Soupy dance the Krypton crawl next."
Oh, here we go. Superman, stop dancing. There's an emergency down the street. Go, Superman, go. Bouncier
Oh
than the
boy,
Beatles, more electrifying than Elvis. See Superman struck the the Krypton crawl. Oh,
that's a
yep.
good
This
one.
is vintage DC right here.
That's a good one, dude.
Well,
I'm wish listing that one. Oh, great. Not signed in. Perfect. Way to go, computer.
For some reason the currency thing disappeared. Let's check that out. Anyways. Okay, so let's go back to the main page.
I wonder if by adding it did. Nice. So a good thing to note that if you wish list something when you're not signed into the website and you wish list it and then sign in
Yeah.
on that page, it will add it to your wish list.
Oh, nice. We're always finding out new things about the site we did.
Nice.
Sometimes, well, I mean, sometimes you don't, you can't think of everything, right? Like,
Of course.
of how someone's going to use your site. Like, you kind of expect, like, okay, I'll do this first and this and this. But some people have a different way of doing it, and then it breaks things. Something like
It
that.
does. It could break things,
Yeah.
yes. I feel heavily with coding, especially web development. You add anything or change anything, just instantly break it. Break something.
Yeah. Well, that's why. So when I went to college, so I was hated about that. It's coding. Wait, did you go to college
Went to night school,
for what?
photography.
Oh, oh. Well, at least you're doing what you went to school for.
I guess.
Wait, you never. Oh, I guess. Well, you started working at the place we worked at pretty young. So
I was young,
yeah,
so young, so unwise, but now so wise. Yes. Most kinda.
what?
Sorta. It's fine. A little wise. It's okay.
Yeah. So what's your Are you gonna watch Jungle Cruise this weekend?
Jungle Cruise. Wow, don't even start on that.
Why?
Like we couldn't well, I don't know. Like we couldn't put Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Emily or no, what's her
Blunt.
name? Emily
Yeah,
Blunt.
yeah,
Yeah,
Emily Blunt.
in like an original movie. It's a remake, right? From like a
Uh,
70s movie.
yeah.
Couldn't put him in an original
Wait, is
movie.
it? Oh yeah, it is. No, is it? I thought it
The
was
remake.
I thought it was based on the. I thought it was based on the Disney ride, like Pirates of the Caribbean, wasn't it?
I don't
Does anyone know in the chat?
Does anybody know? Well, I don't know. Should I look it up? I don't know if I should.
What it's based on? I'm sure it's not going to spoil it for you.
I guess well, I'm not really too worried about it being spoiled for me. I'm sure the friendly anaconda that they come across halfway through the movie is going to be the villain. I don't know. Like, maybe.
Yeah. Um,
I don't know. I don't know. I
well,
don't
how
know.
long till they get sued? How long till The Rock and Emily Blunt sue them again? Oh, that is not the right one.
Do you think everyone's just going to follow suit right now and just try to milk the cash cow that is Disney, like, as much as possible?
Well, yeah. I mean,
I mean, yeah, everybody that's entitled to it, for the most part, let's say that right away, especially Scarlett Johansson.
well, yeah. Emma Stone's going to do it. I think I read. I mean, I it's it's a weird thing. Like they didn't account for the pandemic closing theaters, right? But then they have a contract, and um, how do you honor that contract while still like so? There are a number of factors what went into how much Black Widow made. One, the movie was supposed to come out 2 years before it actually did. The
Mhm.
well, 18 months, 19. Well, yeah, almost 2 years, and then it was a movie about a character who, let's say, not around anymore, and then and it was a prequel to the ending we already saw. So was it ever going to be like that? I don't know. Like we were planning. we were planning on seeing it in theaters before the pandemic. Like we were gonna do the theater rental thing again with all our friends, but now we're not. Like now, we paid to rent it on Disney Plus, which
Of course.
we are gonna do a lot more of. Like, and I wish HBO Max um did that here. Like, I don't stupid Bell Canada getting all the rights to HBO stuff that you can't do that in. But
Don't get me started on those guys.
what on Bell?
No, on this. Well, yeah, sure, them and the rest of them.
Well, like all the
All of them, the three of them.
well, there's more than that. Like Wind is its own thing,
Is Wind its own thing?
isn't it?
I thought they
Or
were owned by somebody
did
else.
they get bought out by one of the three too? No,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know.
sure they're still their own thing.
Oh, Wind,
But
eh?
they don't have like um
It's almost gonna bother me if I don't know.
they don't really have coverage outside Southern
No,
Ontario.
because sorry. Wind is now Freedom Mobile. I wonder why I was like
Oh,
confused.
yeah, but then okay, so then who owns Freedom Mobile?
I thought they
Or
were
did they
bought.
just change their name? Anyone? Anyone in the chat? If you're Canadian, you want to bitch about cell phone companies?
Yeah, oh please, give it to me, baby.
Well, who are you with now?
Shaw Communications owns
Oh,
them.
well,
Shaw.
I mean, they're not one of the big three.
No, they're not. So you know what? I will give it to them. That's fine. That's fine. Take it. But the rest of them can eat my bum hole. I was gonna
So,
go very high up with that, but I decided to go lower for the kids.
but okay, but who are you with now?
Uh, Virgin.
Okay,
And
aren't they owned by Bell?
they're owned by
Okay.
Bell. Yeah, yeah. And before I was with Telus for like 12 years, and they wouldn't give me like $10 off my bill. I was like, I got offered this amazing plan. Like, what?
Maybe because you've called their retention line like once a month for 12 years,
Hey, that
saying,
only
"Hey,
lasted like
give me a good deal."
that lasted like a couple of months for like every few years,
That you would call them and ask for a deal on retention line, like I want to cancel.
and then I gave up. I was tired. They're fighting me too good.
Yeah, he used to do this for everyone back at our old job. He'd be like, I'll get
Well,
you a good deal. I'll call them.
you know,
How
people
many
run businesses for
how
that.
many
That
pearls did you take back? BlackBerry pearls, like
so many,
four, because
so many
it had a little
pearls.
rattle when you rattled it when you shook it.
Not happy about that.
Did you actually get one that didn't rattle?
Well, it was a known issue. If anybody owned a Pearl, a BlackBerry Pearl back in the day, they knew it was a known issue,
Right.
motherfucker. And they still put it out. But anyway, the
But
new
then
ones.
how were you ever going to get one that didn't if it was a known issue?
No, it was like for the first ones, and then they like fixed it with like the second
The
rendition. And I
tour?
think it only lasted two
No,
dailies.
so there was a well, okay, so I had a pearl, a tour, a bold, a Z10, a Z30. I stuck with them for a long time. A Z10, a
Yeah,
Z30, and my last one was a D-Tech 60,
holy
which wasn't
fuck.
even made by BlackBerry. It was made by TCL. TCL,
Yeah,
but they had just licensed the name, and that it was all right,
yeah,
but the battery life was garbage on it.
poopy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were in. I finally decided to get rid of it when we were in England on our honeymoon, and my my phone had like 2% left, and we're trying to find our way home. It just died, and I'm like, "Ah, it's I'm done, I'm done with BlackBerry." And I'd even swapped out the battery too, like 1 year into it to try and get better battery life of a new one, and it just
terrible.
so we switched to Xiaomi Pocophone F1s, which were pretty good.
Yeah.
For the most part, my wife still has hers. Mine started having this weird like double touch ghost issue where every time you touch something, not every time, but a lot of time you go to touch one thing and it would touch somewhere else on the phone, and I wanted to throw it at the wall. So I bought a OnePlus Nord G5, and then I
Yeah.
passed the old phone off to my dad. So Now he's stuck
Nice.
with the Ghost Touch. He doesn't use it that much, so it's not as annoying to him. But when I was using it all day, I'm just trying to get through the fucking day
Yeah,
of using my
that's
phone.
that's okay. That's just the ransomware hacker registering your strokes, but it's
Well, I did so well. So I did. I did root that phone because it was rootable, and I took the Xiaomi MIUI off, and
okay.
I loaded Android Pie onto it.
Did it work?
Oh yeah, it worked great. There
Nice.
were some weird things like battery life was good, but it had the touch issue before I had loaded Pi.
Mm,
Um, and every time you took a call, it would say you missed. It would put it in the call log twice as a missed call and a taken call. So you had to swipe it right to say it was a red missed call. But that was the only really weird issue with it, other than the touch thing, which was there before. I swapped it.
gotcha.
Although, speaking of cell phone companies, so we used to be with Virgin Mobile, and on that phone, that was a global. It was a global phone. It wasn't specifically for Canada, but it worked on LTE.
Sure, of course.
All of a sudden, we lost LTE at our house on our phones. And we're like, what the hell's going on? Like, is this because we're on global phones or whatever? Is it like the ROM? Because I hadn't switched over yet, and this is why I switched to Android Pie.
Mhm.
And so we went before I did it. We went to Virgin Mobile and like, yeah, we lost LTE on our phones. Like, what's the problem here? And they like, oh, I don't know. It must be your phones. Like, we don't have any problem. So it must be your operating system. So I'm like, okay. So I swapped, but we were getting LTE in the States, which is weird. Whatever their LTE is over there, 4G or whatever. Um, so they denied it like twice, and then that was their problem. And then I put Android Pie on my phone to see if it was an operating system. It wasn't. I was still only getting 3G. So I went
Okay.
back to them. We went back to the store, and they finally admitted, like, oh yeah, our tower's down. Our LTE tower by your house is down. It's been down for like 2 months. What?
Like ridiculous.
Yeah. So I did all this. So I go through all that for nothing, and then so I canceled right there. I'm not gonna go on Rogers. So I'm with Rogers now,
Yeah.
and they've been fine, I guess. But
Yeah,
they
they
did have a good deal of like, so when the border was open, I was going back and forth a lot,
yeah.
and they had a good, and I need data over there for when I go on vacation and stuff for my clients. So
Mm,
they had like North American plan for 100 and whatever dollars a month
sure.
for unlimited North American like data and text or whatever. So I did that, and then the border shut, and I never bothered to change it. It was stupid to me because I don't want to lose that plan because I'm sure it's different now again.
Yeah, that I was just say it's most likely going to change, especially when everything opens back up.
Yeah.
And we can't do anything about it because we're just sucking the teetle of the big three.
So we'll just wait until we get Ryan Reynolds Mint Mobile.
Not for the same prices that that everyone else is seeing in the
Didn't
States. I'll say
didn't
that.
I see like a commercial of like pay $250 and you get it for life or something like that? Didn't they have some weird? Let me look this up.
I
I'm sure
have
they
no
did.
idea. I'm not sure. I didn't see that.
I'm sure they did. Let's see. Let's see.
So just to
Let's,
update, we got 35 minutes left on the auctions on these bad boys.
oh yeah. Unlimited 3 month plans. I swear I saw one for like a lifetime. Although $30 a month for unlimited talk and text.
Yeah, it's stupid. What are we doing over here?
Wait,
It's a joke. And I'll say it every time anybody asks me. I'll just laugh in their face because it's an actual joke.
so
Like,
how much data is that though?
I don't know. I've never
It says
looked.
5G, 4G LTE data.
I'm scared to
Customer uses
check.
35. Customer using greater than 35 gigs a month will experience lower speeds. So it's 35 gigs a month you get for $30. That
Are you fucking kidding me?
Ryan Reynolds, save us. Deadpool, save us.
Yeah, like seriously. Also, what year is it? We're asking Deadpool to save us.
Oh, you remember when that video leaked of the test footage of Deadpool, and everyone's like, "That was amazing. Why are we not? Why is Fox not making that movie?" I know he says that he doesn't know how it got out, but of course it was him. He had to have leaked that footage, right?
I mean, I like to think so, but I also like to think that, I mean, maybe his idea of marketing or viral, like whatever, wasn't there yet, like it is now. Um, I almost feel like it would have been one of the either um, um VA like VFX guys
Yeah.
that leaked it,
Oh, that
or
worked on
maybe
the
one of the
project.
editors, yeah, that like had a cut and was like, you know what, like I'm fucking putting this on the internet. It's cool. I like it. I'm gonna put it on the internet. And like whoever did, like bless them because they like boost Ryan Reynolds' career pretty hard. Like that was
Yeah, what was he like? What was he known for up until then? Like Blade 3 by then?
that's a really good question. Because we're thinking what
Uh,
2010? Oh yeah,
um,
speaking of that, fucking Ghostbusters Afterlife, eh? Wonder how that's gonna be.
yeah. Okay,
I
so
have high
Deadpool
hope.
is well, Deadpool was only 2016. So what was he in before that? That was huge. Well, that's a lot of Deadpool. Oh yeah, R.I.P.D. That was a flop.
Oh,
Safe House is okay.
yeah, I don't remember that one.
I was with Denzel Washington. A
Okay.
Proposal. Oh yeah, right. X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
Buried was good. Oh yeah, yeah, Buried was good. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
that
and
was
then
there.
Green Lantern. Yikes.
Yeah.
I don't even remember him being in Smoking Aces.
Oh yeah. Yep. I remember that.
Oh, Waiting was great. That was a good movie.
What?
Waiting?
Oh yeah, waiting. Ugh. I
Just
don't know
what?
if you could play that movie nowadays.
If it's appropriate for the climate.
Oh yay.
Oh yeah, Van Wilder. People liked Van Wilder a lot.
I I would say that I probably lived I tried to live a Van Wilder life in like grade 9 because that's when I saw the movie, and like that was like high
Oh
school for
yeah.
me. Like right at the beginning, I was all like trying to be suave as hell.
Oh, I thought you meant like you were putting dog semen in donuts and stuff.
Oh, you think I was trying to be Raj? Sorry, no.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, yeah. Oh god damn, that movie
Wait, that
probably.
happened in that movie, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
Yes, yes, yeah, 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 yeah.
It's been
Been a
been years
long
since I've
time.
seen that one. Like when's
Been a long time.
I guess the last time I saw that was the year it came out. Whatever year that was, 1999.
Holy mackerel. Goodness gracious. Well, we've already talked about so many good, decent things.
Yeah. So any questions in the chat, just let us know if you have any comments on what we're talking about. Or you want us to comment on anything except politics, by all means. I
there's
have a question. Uh,
gonna
um,
be there's gonna be no owning libs here, okay?
yeah. Oh, I did go to the. Oh, I did. One second.
That's got
I did
something
go to
cooking.
the local comic shop today and pick up my pull box. What's in here?
Whole box, eh?
Oh yeah, so there's the Star Wars 15, continuing the story of War of the Bounty Hunter, which I
Ooh,
haven't got into yet. Detective Comics, Batman
nice.
Superman with Etrigan. He's in that issue.
Etrigan,
Wolverine 14.
nice.
Oh yeah, I don't know what this is about. So it's a sword number 7, and it says Last Annihilation on there. So I'm wondering, there's a great event from. So I don't know what year that was. Uh,
Don't know.
yeah. So there's a character in the Marvel universe, which I'm hoping one day is one of the big bad guys in the MCU called the Nihilus. He's from the Negative Zone, which is like Fantastic Four kind of thing. Anyways,
Okay.
at one point, he there's a an event, annihilation event, where he starts taking over the universe and destroying everyone. But I don't remember. And it has an invasion army into the negative zone. I don't remember what the two things were called though. I don't know why. Well, yeah. Anyways, I'm wondering if this is related. Like if this is. Oh, Annihilation Conquest and Annihilation. What's the other one? Maybe it's just Annihilation. Oh, I guess it's just Annihilation and Annihilation Conquest. Yeah, so I'm wondering. So I saw this and I'm like, uh, is this part of like that happened years ago? So I don't know what this is about. Maybe Annihilus is back. Although it looks like Doctor Doom's on the cover too. So
Pretty sweet.
yeah. What else is in here? Rain, Amazing Spider-Man. Oh. Last issue of Beta Ray Bill limited series. Berserker #4. Do you know about Berserker?
Just a little bit.
It's Keanu Reeves comic book. That's Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves.
Wait. Oh.
Well, it's kind of like based on him. I haven't started reading it yet because I have so many things to read. I started reading Hellblazer Omnibus right now, but so yeah, so Berserker's a big thing. Um he's in it. Last issue of Cable Run. Cable #12, I believe this is the last issue on its run. It got canceled. I'm not sure how the sales were, whether it got canceled just because sales were low or it's a bad story. I haven't started writing it yet. Eternals #6. So they relaunched this year because of the movie. I read the first couple issues. Not. It was okay. It seems like Thanos is the villain again.
Yeah.
So, this is Star Wars. What is this?
Never.
Star Wars 15. Oh, the 50th Lucasfilm 50th anniversary print. So they've been doing for the last 2 years now.
Ooh,
All the Star Wars
I like that.
all the Star Wars it was the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back, so they were doing 40th they're doing Empire Strikes Back variants for all the Star Wars. They weren't every issue. It was like every other issue had like so Darth Vader #4 had a cover of from Empire Strikes Back, Star Wars #6, whatever, by Christopher Sprouse. So then and because it's now the 50th anniversary of Lucasfilm, they started doing that too. So I've been collecting all those because, as you can probably tell, I'm a Star Wars nerd. Okay.
No. No.
I mean, we did. So if anyone was it just before the pandemic in October? Fuck, it's not. It's hard to keep track. It's hard to keep track of time. It's maybe it was the year. Well, it must have been the year before. So we went to Florida on this family trip, and we have nieces and nephews who are young, and it was my parents' thing or whatever. So we wanted to go in like January, February, and they wanted to go in October, so it was stupid hot still. Which
Yep.
I hate summer, and I don't do well in summer. But anyways, um, so but Galaxy's Edge was open by then, so that was one of the things we were stoked about. So if you ever get a chance to go, like even if you hate the rest of Disney, Galaxy's Edge and you're a Star Wars, even like peripheral fan of Star Wars, it's pretty great. And if you're
Yeah.
a big nerd of Star Wars, totally recommend it. And if you get the chance, definitely do the lightsaber building thing workshop. It was amazing. It was like Josh probably knows this that I grew up in like a religious family and it did not go well for that part of it. However, I would say that what's that look on your face, Josh?
Kidding. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. But if like the experience of building a lightsaber the way they do it with the actor because they're actors, right? And
Yeah.
there's like this, not a Padawan, but she's I wouldn't say she's a Jedi Master, but like she's a kid. So this character comes in, dressed like a Jedi, and she's telling us how to build lightsabers and the lore behind it and what it means and there's this whole story around her and Yoda and whatever, right? She's an actress, and like they're playing the Star Wars music in the background and the lights are kind of low, and then they get to the point where everyone raises their saber and turns it on with like you're with like 19 other people, and like if I believed in a religious experience, it like that's the closest thing I would say that I could get to as a religious experience is like that. That was amazing. I wish I had
Well,
filmed it. I'm sure other people have. You could probably find it on YouTube, but um yeah, that was I mean that was totally worth it.
that's sweet.
Yeah. I mean I've been
Um,
to church and I've experienced the other side
yeah,
of it. Yeah.
sure.
It's I would say it's akin to that if you were a believer in like I don't know. That's
Hmm.
yeah. But
Still though.
we would like to go back when it's not so hot.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
in well I guess when it's not so hot and dangerous with Delta variant. But there's stuff we didn't do and we really didn't get we weren't there that long, maybe like 4 or 5 days, I wanna say, like just in
How
Florida.
long? Yeah.
And yeah, it was 4 or 5 days. Um but we really only did Disney and went somewhere else. Where did we go? Oh, we went to NASA. That was good. The Kennedy Space Center. That was pretty fun.
That's
Um,
cool.
did that for one morning, and then the rest we just kind of like sat around and relaxed. But it's like when you go with kids ranging in age from 4 to 14.
Sure.
It's a different environment when you're all in the same house than could be when you're with friends your own age, let's say.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we definitely have friends that we would like to go, and we were talking about doing something like that for the pandemic, but now that's probably on the back burner for at least a while until
I
travel comes back.
was speaking to a colleague of mine today, and I believe he updated me that Florida had, if I'm not mistaken, 73,000 new cases
73,000?
yesterday. Yesterday.
That's a daily count. That's not a weekly count.
Correct.
That's that's
So, okay, okay, let's see. Hey, let's say even if I'm wrong, let's say 7,300.
yeah. Well, I can look it up. Let's show everyone what the.
I'm scared to check. Feel like I'm still a little loud.
This says 17. Oh, wait. Florida. No, your friend's wrong.
Uh-oh.
It's 17,000, not 73,000.
17,000. So
Yeah.
maybe I heard wrong.
July July 29th, 17,500 new cases. Still though, this if you can see,
That's still kind of a lot.
this trend is going up, not down. Like you'd expect it to keep going this way, but it's going this way.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for the border to be open. Like, so I live in a border town, like 10 minutes away from crossing the border, which is nice for like getting packages and getting cheap stuff from like Gordon's Food Service or whatever. But I was really hoping the border would be open by August, September. we would like to go to see our friends in Denver because we haven't seen them since I think since our wedding. No, I think I saw them after that, but it hasn't. It's been a while. So we love Denver. Denver's great. Aside from like, if you're a Canadian going into the states, you like for me anyways. You definitely feel like a change when you cross that border. I don't know if it's real or not, like just an atmosphere and
I definitely feel that 100%.
right. And
Like
I like I can't tell you whether that's real or not, but it just
it,
feels different.
I definitely get that.
But Denver doesn't like Denver doesn't feel like that like the city unless you go on the outskirts. Like we went so almost every time we've gone to Denver to see our friends for a week, we've gone shooting guns, and a couple times we went to a gun range in the city. And um it's been mostly fine for us as Canadians that are happy to help, Canadians. Um and there hasn't really so our friends Richard and Tim got married, actually got married before us. So there's sometimes when we're with them and it's America, there's still like some weird awkward things people say to them, like,
Mm,
"Oh, are you roommates?" etc., things like that. um, but like going to the gun range, that was mostly fine. There was one like weird. It wasn't a weird comment. It was just like, well, that was a weird question to ask. But it's generally been fine. But we went last time instead of going to the gun range and shooting at targets, we decided to go. What's the thing where they say pull clay shooting, pigeon shooting. So,
yes.
but to do that, we had to go out of the outskirts of Denver, like in the middle of nowhere.
Yep.
Um, that was different. Like the guy. So when you go to the gun range in the city, you have to fill out a whole form, and like they take your ID, your passport, and write it all down in case something happens. Blah blah blah. And they make you watch a video, like a gun safety video, before you get into the gun range.
Okay.
The one that we went to for clay shooting, no like no ID, no like no training video, just like have you shot before? Yeah, okay, here's your gun. And like a big Trump flag on the back wall. And like no one went with us to be like, here's how it works, or like here's how you load, just like here's your guns, here's your ammo, it's that way, and just go do your thing. Like, okay, this is different. Um, and it was nice that I mean, there was someone there that was there was one of the range workers that like, he just happened to be out there when we walked to our whatever number we had on the
Yes.
walkway, and he's like, "Have you done this before?" And we're like, "No," and he's like, "Ah, so I'll load the pigeons for you. All you do is you just say pull, and it does it." And then that was kind of like the extent of. Oh, he did show us one thing about the guns, like only pull this. You don't have to pull two. Oh, only load the top one, not both, because it was a double barrel. Like
Okay.
that was the only really instruction we got of how to do that. And I'm not sure if that was like more of a rural thing than gun safety is not a rural thing. I don't know, but
Wow. Yeah.
have you ever done that?
I went to Vegas and I went and
Oh,
shot guns uh in a giant warehouse
like
off of the
was it one of those
strip.
ones with like the World War II guns and the automatic and
I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe it was like a like a regular auto pistol. And then um oh my God. Whoa, Jesus Murphy, what was it? And then yeah, like a revolver, and then I think it was like three guns. Now I'm trying to remember. I think you had to like you could choose like three guns.
yeah, yeah. It was the same thing with
Uh,
the other one.
yeah. So I think yeah, it was like a pistol. I think and like an assault rifle or something, and oh, I can't remember the last one. But I still have the bullseye where I
Oh
shot from
yeah.
two zombies. Ow.
I
Yeah.
was able to hit like I think two or three clay pigeons out of I don't know 100. It was
Nice.
I'm sure it's easy for some people, and I feel like I have decent hand-eye coordination, especially because aside from video games, when I play hockey, I'm pretty decent at hockey. But
Makes
anyways,
sense.
if I don't say so myself, but I found it a lot real world. It's a lot different than like what you would think it would be.
Sure.
Shooting a moving target.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but my American friends actually picked it up pretty quick.
Shocker.
They were that Tim was a lot better than the rest of us at it, and he had never done it before either. So it was a
Oh,
huge thing.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So we got 13 minutes left on all the auctions.
Yeah.
Last Ronin print, Venom Leaf Protector, New Mutants 40 classic cover, X-Men 99, first prints of Black Tom Cassidy, who I'm just gonna say might be in an X-Men movie one day. Just in case. But you should probably just buy it just in case for speculating. And X Factor 10 variant with the death of a character. That leads into the trial of Magneto. Um,
Ooh.
I guess what else is going on in the world
Well, I mean,
today?
if you want to get something related very closely to
Sure.
the comics that we just mentioned,
Yeah.
New Mutants,
Yeah. Oh, the
the mo-
movie?
the movie.
Yeah.
What say you, sir?
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. There were some like the ending with the monster was pretty bad, but oh, and what's her name kept changing accents. Arya from Game of Thrones. What's her name?
Yeah, I don't know what was happening there either. So,
She was feminist, wasn't she?
yeah, like
I did like
Anna
Illy
Taylor-Joy or whatever. Is that her? Is she
Illy
in it?
Ilyana.
I don't know.
Oh yeah. So Maisie Williams. Yeah, Maisie Williams kept changing accents from
Yes.
like that was weird. Um, but oh, it is her from the Queen's Gambit. It
Yeah.
didn't even click. I mean, obviously Queen's Gambit came out afterwards, but it's not like oh yeah, you know what? Looking back, that's her. Yeah, she was good as Ilyana Rasputin. Although they didn't really connect her to her brother, which
Mhm.
is also weird. And then who else is in her? Danny Moonstar. Marilyn Manson was in that.
Really?
Apparently, he was a Smiling Man voice.
Huh.
Well, okay.
Wonder if they're gonna remove him from future
Yeah,
editions. Do it.
yeah. What did you think?
I also pretty much felt exactly the same way you did. I enjoyed it. It was pretty cool, actually, I thought, up until pretty much the ending ish. And there was like a lot of cool, like kind of like spooky-ish scenes, but I didn't think there was I thought it was kind of be like it was gonna be kind of like a horror-ish movie. And
Yeah.
I don't really know if I got that vibe. Like at the beginning it was definitely that vibe. But I don't know. Kind of felt like it went off of the rails a little bit. And then yeah, the ending, no likey.
Well, it was originally it was positioned as like a horror movie, and I think the director Josh Boone's intention was for it to be a horror movie, and then it kind of came out in this weird like phase of mm, Disney buying Fox and like changing of the guard, and like we don't really want this to come out. This will be one of the last mutant movies, but do we really want to release it? We have to release it because we spent all this money. We can't just let it sit there. Um, which is the same thing as Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix? No wait, what is that movie called? The
Dark,
last
yeah, Dark Phoenix.
yeah. I never
And I didn't
watched
even
it. Did you
watch
watch
that.
it?
I didn't watch it.
Didn't bother. Never bought like was Apocalypse the one before that?
I believe so, yeah. And that was
That was terrible, which
that
is
was
sad
unfortunate.
because Oscar Isaacs was totally wasted. Like the makeup was bad. Like if you can do if you can do Thanos that good for a movie, why can't you make Apocalypse like as gigantic as Thanos and give him like the powers of making a huge giant hammer fist and like changing forms? Like Fox, they have the money, just do it right. I don't know. And then you know what? Luckily, Marvel has come in to save the day, and hopefully they
Here I come to save the
yeah,
day.
do Apocalypse right. Like Apocalypse one of my like I
We won't see him for 10 years, but yeah.
yeah, well sure. I don't know. I mean who do we like Kang's gonna obviously be the villain for at least the next couple movies. I'm not totally convinced that Kang is gonna be the overall villain for phase what phase are we on now? Going into five?
Four.
Is it only four?
Yeah, we're going into four. This is phase four.
Right, okay. So I'm not entirely convinced he's gonna be the overall villain. He might be like halfway or like I don't know,
Yeah, feel
maybe he
like
gets
I feel
introduced like Loki was, as in there's someone telling Kang what to do. I don't know. Um, but like there's now that they have all of the MCU except Spider-Man, um, you have to do Doctor Doom right, and you have to do Apocalypse, and I really hope they don't do Onslaught. There's a character and there's a villain in the X-Men universe called Onslaught. That's this weird collaboration. Unless they fix it, I don't know. Everyone hated that iteration
mm,
of Onslaught. Um,
yeah.
but like, you got to do Magneto right. Mister Sinister has got to be a villain. Like how many years do we have to wait for this? Like, is it gonna be another 20 years until we get? Like I get I love that they build because they've been able to pay it off if you stick around on like DC universe movies. But look, I'm 40. I gotta see like Apocalypse before I'm 60 of like it being done right and Doctor Doom and
Yeah.
um
Well, I mean, it's going to be interesting to say the least. I mean, you're going to see what Fantastic Four in 2023.
did they announce that?
Well, I mean,
It's slated for the phase, right? But they haven't.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say 2023, that's 2 years away.
Oh
And,
yeah.
and at that point, I mean, I personally wouldn't think that they would do Doctor Doom in
Phase
that
four.
movie. I would
Yeah.
feel like he would be tased as like the ending of Fantastic Four. And then like he's like the
Oh
new
yeah, yeah.
villain.
Leading in.
And
Yeah,
like
maybe. Well, so what about Galactus though? Like Galactus
I don't
Silver Surfer.
know.
Like, is he gonna
Yeah,
be? Like, is it gonna be Doom into? Fuck. Are we getting? Are we like? The end of Phase Four is Doctor Doom. Phase Five is overall Doctor Doom. Then it leads into Galactus for Phase Six, and that's 5 years of movies. And then
yeah, we're
yeah,
talking like 10 years in the future right now. Like it's just like it's insane to think.
yeah. Oh, and they announced a date for a Hawkeye series this week,
Yes,
November
they
twenty
did.
fourth on Disney Plus. So
Oh, excuse me.
yeah, so I'm
That's crazy.
sure that'll be good too.
I'm
What did you tell me about Jeremy Renner that I was surprised about? Oh, he's an
oh
alcoholic.
yeah, he's a
Listen,
very heavy
he's in
alcoholic
some like aside from
and
his weird like Jason Bourne
and
movie that he did,
doesn't like
he
his wife.
well
That's
a
all
lot
I
of
can say.
people don't like their but he's been in some
Okay.
good movies. Like I just rewatched a couple months ago Wind River. That movie's great. Although
Oh yeah,
I
Wind River. Yeah.
I love that writer Taylor Sheridan from
Karen.
Sons of Anarchy. He did Hell or High Water, Wind River, and oh, shit, Sicario, and he did one. Wait, did he do another one? Oh, he just did that one. They all want. What's it called? They all want me dead. That one with Angelina Jolie in the fire in the forest
Yeah,
fire.
that one was that movie was very rad. I thought that movie was wicked cool.
Yeah, the movie was good. I mean, it came out on whatever HBO Max, Paramount Plus, but
Yeah.
yeah, I like that movie too. Like it wasn't his best movie of the movies he's done.
Hmm.
But yeah, I liked it. It was totally serviceable, totally watchable. Although like John Bernthal always seems to die in Taylor Sheridan movies. Like died in Wind River, he died in this one. I feel like he was in another one of his movies that he died. Oh, Sicario. He was the working for
Yes,
the drug lord. And he tried to kill Emily Blunt.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He's always playing a. Although in Wind River he wasn't. I mean, he was a statutory rapist, but he wasn't. Like, oh no, I guess she was 18.
Well,
It was just a different age. He was probably 40 and she was 18. But
I mean, that's how half the population's going now.
are you saying that your partner is like 10 years younger than you?
No,
Is she older or younger? Or same age?
no, no, no. She's 7 years younger.
oh, oh, I was totally off base by the 10
Oh,
years. I'm sorry. My
well, I'm sorry you're
apologies.
off. Yeah. Well, as long as we're on the same
My
page
wife,
now.
my wife's older than me. She's 4 years older than me.
Yeah, because she's after the young blood.
It's fine with me.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so we just have about 2 minutes left here on the auctions. There'll be another one. Wait, is there another one next week? Yeah. So again, we're trying to keep this like once a week kind of thing of talking whatever comics and MCU and movies and related stuff of whatever tangent we go off of. But also running auctions trying to run auctions every week to let people know about the site. And I mean, we're just to launched about a month here, and it's going well. About 100 hits a day. People are looking interested. We're just trying to put more stuff on there for people to browse on. So working
Awesome.
towards that goal. If anyone wants to try it out for a 3 months trial, just send me a message in the chat, and I can give you a link for a 3 month trial instead of the 1 month trial that's available on the site. If you want to give it a long term try, happy to do that for you. And any questions ever, just you can ask us questions on our Facebook page or Instagram or YouTube. We're also on Twitter. We don't post there that much, though. I think, but we're also on Twitter at Yousellcomics. So yeah, so just gonna wrap it up here. Minute left on the auctions, and thanks for watching, Josh. Thanks for hanging out again. Appreciate it, my buddy.
Anytime. No problem.
I also thanks for helping with the camera stuff this week on shooting the setup for the comics.
No worries.
Your expertise was, although I feel like you were probably hungover when I called you.
Um, that's a possibility, but I don't think so because I haven't had a drink since Monday.
What? Wait, didn't I call you on Monday?
Did you call me on Monday?
Yeah, I called you on Monday.
So yes,
So,
'cause I
yeah,
had a drink on Sunday as well.
I picked up the camera stuff on Monday morning, and
Oh yeah, that's right. I hopped out of bed. That is correct. Yes, I was a
oh,
tiny bit hungover.
I missed seeing you in bed. You couldn't pick it up with.
You know what? Next time I'll answer the video call.
Oh,
It's okay.
appreciate that.
I need
Okay,
some.
well, yeah. So I think
25 seconds left.
let me just look at the calendar here. I have a wedding to
Uh,
go to next Saturday.
I also have a thing next Saturday, so if you want to try to schedule it for Friday, I could probably pull that off.
Yeah, wait, did you do that wedding today? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow,
Did you find out where it is yet?
St. Catharines,
Oh, well,
and
at least you got a general area this time.
it's 11 hours long.
11 hours. Is it an Italian wedding?
Oh God, who knows?
Sounds like an Italian wedding. 7 course meal.
There's a
Lots of
lot of a lot of people that like long weddings, so not just the
oh,
Italians.
dude. Like
All of them.
you went to our wedding. Was it like the ceremony was super short, right?
Yours was a chef's kiss. Perfect.
Super
That's
short, right into tables and dinner and like cocktail hour, and then boom, dinner.
a work of art.
Yeah, it was like our ceremony was like 10 minutes. It was amazing, and our officiant was great too. So
Indeed. Yeah, she was good.
Okay, so we'll be back on Friday with more comics and another upload of some Silver Age Daredevil coming next Friday.
Oh
So let
yeah.
people know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Later.